Hey everyone, this is Tim Hadley here with Brian Crocchio. So last time we talked to you, it was at the beginning of Florida, and you had a couple practices underneath your belt. How did the rest of the week go?
Week was great. Weather was incredible. The one time it did rain, it helped us win a ball game, which I'll tell everybody about. But very good week. Great work from the guys. I thought, some of the older guys like Joe Kelly sort of stepped up as leaders. I could go on. There were some pleasant surprises from the week. Jack Friddle had a really good week. Adon Ramos had a really good week. Sam Weber had a very good week. It was good to see Sam back after he had a rough trip to Florida last year with a back injury. We got contributions from the entire roster. Other guys who were really good. Griffin Keim was great. He was kind of the emotional leader on the bench, and he was always ready to go in and warm up pitchers, and I thought caught very well. He hit some balls hard at people. So, yeah, overall good week. I can go on, but really, really good week.
All right, and we heard about this massive comeback with the rain and stuff.
Well, we played Thursday. I forget. I think we played George Vanier, a Quebec school. Did not play very well, and in fact, almost may as well have just not shown up. I thought we basically put in a real stinker. Johnny and I dragged the guys out for practice that night and basically played an inter squad. And to save pitching, John and I came out of retirement. I just thought that evening we needed to get the competitive juices flowing because we didn't compete that Thursday. We got up the next day, played a 1 o'clock game, a 7 o'clock game, won the 1 o'clock game. Matt McCreary pitched well. Will Marvin and Joe Bruchowski threw well in that game. Then in the late game, we got off to a little bit of an early lead against the French Federation U18 team. Luke McCabe was pitching well. Things got away in the middle innings. Top of the 7th, we're down 5. And it starts raining, and I mean raining heavily. Umpires, to their credit, don't call the game. And remember, this is a late night game. It's probably 9:30. They didn't call the game. They delayed it for about 20 minutes. We kept playing, and when the rain it didn't really stop, but it slowed down, the French team had trouble throwing strikes. We ended up scoring 9 runs that inning, and then when we took the field in the bottom of the 7th, the rain stopped. It was perfectly dry, and Brady Hall closed it out. We ended up winning 12-9. So the guys celebrated that night at the Cocoa Waffle House, only the finest in Heights baseball. And it was a really good night. I was really proud the guys didn't quit. We had a rough 5th inning, a rough 6th inning. We just sort of, a couple things got away from us, but they hung in there. And one of the things I've said in light of the last couple of years, we've had some comebacks. We had the Avalon game when you were a senior. Last year we had the Georgetown Day game and the Notre Dame game. That's a tongue twister. But they'll dig themselves a hole, but they're pretty good at digging themselves out of it too.
Yeah. Well, so that concluded a pretty good Florida week, and then we had our opener, home opener. It was a pretty good crowd, considering all things considered. It was pretty cold. We had a couple of alumni on spring break, a lot of teachers and a lot of fellow students and parents come down. Can you tell us a little bit about that game?
Sure. It was good to see a bunch of the 2010 guys, the guys that graduated last year, Sebastian, Dan, and Elias. And they were even asking when a new podcast was coming out. So. It was good to see those guys. We scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first. Kind of busted up the rally there. I sent Luke McCabe, and the center fielder threw him out. I still think it was a good decision to send him. I just think they made a play. And St. Francis kind of built on that, the momentum and got back in. It was 4-3, then it was 5-4 us. Then it was about, I want to say 9-4, maybe 7-4, and we stretched it out. We ended up getting the 10-run rule in the bottom of the sixth. So it wasn't the best game we've ever played. It was sloppy at times. There was some sloppy base running, a couple of sort of misplayed balls. It seemed like we had some first game jitters. So we'll get to work on those things. But overall, it's good to get a win. St. Francis has been very good the past few years with Coach Bowles there, does a really nice job. So that was good to get a win under our belts.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, the pitching, they didn't walk a single batter. They did hit one guy, but they didn't walk
I did not know
anybody.
that. Brady hit a guy, right?
Yeah, Brady hit a guy in the foot.
I did not know that.
They did not. There's one strikeout. Matt McCreary struck out once the entire game on a called inside pitch. So there's only one strikeout for the hitters the entire game too. So,
Okay.
but otherwise, pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. I just think there were a couple of
Yeah,
there's just
the
a couple
defense,
loose
there were
ends.
5 errors. So.
Yeah, there were a couple loose ends. And the guys, I mean, the guys know that. They know where they need to, tidy some things up. So, but overall, I guess Luke McCabe 4 hits,
Yeah, 4 hits.
home run short of the cycle.
Yeah, triple, 2 doubles, and a single. So
Yeah.
but he didn't knock in a single run, strangely.
That I did not. You would know that.
Yeah,
You would know
George
that.
Kuchers had the 3-run home run right before him. So
Oh yeah. Hitting behind Kutras, there aren't as many runners.
Yeah,
to
so-
knock it. Yeah. I guess you can hit in Kutras, who's usually on. But no, that's good. I didn't know that. I guess we had a few first career hits. Jack Linehan, first career varsity hit.
Matt McCreary.
First career varsity hit. So that's good as well. Yeah, overall, I was pretty happy with it. But yeah, I talked to a few of the guys this morning. They know, some of them were maybe too anxious at the plate. Some of them, they know where they need to improve.
All right. Well, hopefully the Heights tournament this coming weekend will not get rained out.
Well.
It's scheduled for St. John's Catholic Prep Friday, but it's supposed to rain cats and dogs on Thursday. So we'll see what happens
Yeah.
there.
Well.
If not, if it does get canceled, we'll probably just hopefully schedule some other games in the wake, and conference play begins next week.
Yeah, I guess sort of stay, tuned into the website for changes. I guess we're going to have like Noah's Ark this weekend or something. At the very least, I'd like to at least play one of the games, even if the tournament is a wash. I'd like to have, the games, or one of the games, I suppose. So I think, as of now, the Friday game's on. I think we'll definitely play the Sunday 1 o'clock game. So, the details of that will be, announced probably tomorrow once we know more about the weather. But as we know too, our field tends to hold up very well against foul weather, and so I know what you and I might be doing Friday morning.
As I am every Friday morning.
Yes.
So, well, keep tuning in to heightsbaseball.com, and we'll keep the updates coming.
Yeah, Tim, let me just say one more thing before we sign off here. I want to thank you for all the work. Everybody out there, people have been complimenting me on the website. I'll be honest, it's not me at all. I do this stuff with Tim, but Tim's been the guy who's been getting all the graphics up and all the information and the stats. So I just wanted to, all those compliments that everybody's giving me, pass those along to Tim. He's the one who's really doing all the legwork. So, and also, if you can, keep coming out to support us. We have, I think, 3 home games next week. We have a pretty action-packed schedule. We have our league opener next Saturday against Maria Goretti. We have Bishop McNamara on Wednesday, Georgetown Day on Monday. Those are all usually pretty good games. That's pretty good competition. With those teams, for example, McNamara we beat Tim's senior year and lost to last year. Georgetown Day we beat last year. So anyway, get out here. The guys are working hard, and I think you'll see some good baseball.
All right, sounds good. See you next time,
All right,
Coach.
Thanks.